There are people in the world who think that Jesus was a myth. Coming to our subject, myth, a fairy tale. Things that they speak about him, and things that happened in his time. That people came out of the graves. You remember I told you at the meeting there. In the Gospel of Matthew, that Jesus, when he was crucified, the graves opened up, and the people came out of the graves, and they walked the streets of Jerusalem, left, right, left. People, but they were wearing napkins or skeletons. What? When you come out of the graves, after having slept there for 50 years, 100 years, what do you come out with? And they walked the streets of Jerusalem. Full stop. Full stop. What happened to them? What did they do? Nothing. Who saw them? Nobody. Out of the 27 books of the New Testament, only Matthew saw. Can you imagine? 26 books, there's not one word of such a stupendous happening. People in London or Birmingham coming out of the graves and walking the streets, and nobody sees. Wallahi, it will be world news. No? Even in some village in England, if this thing happened, it will be world news. The whole world will know by satellite. Everybody knows that, in certain little town or village in England, the people came out of the graves and walked the streets. And then what did they do? What did they do? They went back to sleep again? Can you imagine? You came out of the grave. Let's say it was you. You came out and you march with the group, and what do? Go back and sleep? Wouldn't you like to go and see your wife and children? Huh? So the people say, look, the world says that Jesus was a myth. This is a fairy tale. There is no such thing as Jesus. We believe that he was a reality. He was a historical person. And we need no proof. Allah Bari Ta'ala testifies to this in his holy book, that there was a woman called Maryam, and she bore a son without any male intervention. As Allah says in the Holy Quran, our Qari read from Surah Al-Imran.
This is why he didn't marry.
Yeah, we'll answer all your questions, inshallah, at the end of it. Why he didn't marry? Poor man, they didn't give him a chance. They didn't give him a break. The Jews didn't give him a break. From Surah Al-Imran, verse 52, our Qari was reading, and he read, Inna mathala Isa inda Allahi kamasali Adama khalaqahu min turabin thumma qala lahu kun fayakun. The similitude of the example of Jesus in the sight of Allah is like that of Adam. Khalaqahu min turabin, Allah created him from dust, and he says, kun fayakun, and he was created. So in other words, like Adam was a man, he is a man. And this is the testification of the Bible. Also, 83 times in the so-called New Testament, in the so-called Injil, 83 times, you read the title, Son of Man, Son of Man, Son of Man. In Arabic, Ibn Adam, Ibn Adam, Ibn Adam, Son of Man, Son of Adam, 83 times he's described as the Son of Man. What is he? He's a man. He's not a myth. We believe that he was a real historical person. Or was he God?